We are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to Gem and the Crypto, episode 1050. Today is Wednesday, January 11, 2023, and I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10ish, in today's top stories, DCG Chief Barry Silbert pens letter to shareholders while the community reacts. It'll be okay. DCG crisis likely won't include a lot of selling, says Novogratz. Ex-Coinbase manager's brother sentenced to 10 months in insider trading case, and proposed bill in Argentina encourages citizens to reveal crypto holdings and more. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So our prices for today, Bitcoin's at $17,415, up 0.76% today. Ethereum at 1,330.
Ooh, that thing cuts out nasty. All right, there you go. I don't know.
Up
I
up
don't know what
1%
goes on, but
today.
it cuts you out.
Oh, man, get it
You're
together,
frozen.
BTC.
That's what it is. They got you frozen. I don't know what's happening over there with your internet.
Hold on. Even the sharing, it stopped sharing. Hold on, let me see. Let me change the settings here. Take off the, oh, man.
All good. It's still we can hear you. It's still sharing. So we can
Yeah.
keep following it.
All right, that works. XRP at 37 cent, up 6.4%. Cardano sitting at 31 cent, down 1.3%. Dogecoin sitting at 7 cent, is down 0.2%. And Polygon up include Bitcoin, Shiba Inu, and Polygon, which I think these three have held the trending top three for a while here. For the DGens that are ready to dumpster dive today, Dash to Trade, Spaceship X, SSX.
All
Man, it's
right.
too much.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your internet, Zay. You got to fix it up. You're frozen, man. You're going in and out. But
Hold
those
on, let
are
me.
the new tokens for this morning, folks, as well as some of those other trending coins that have been out. Want to give some quick shout outs to everyone in the chat. I see it's starting to fill up. What is going on? West Conroy, my fault. Fanteezy, Kadeem K, John Lewis, Goodness, Will 45, Satoshi Slim, BK Boring, Bed-Stuy Rays. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get this show on the road. Top story of the day: DCG chief finally responds. That's right. Everybody's been talking about DCG. We've been saying that they may be on their way out the door. Of course, the United States is now investigating them. But it looks like Barry Silbert's letter to shareholders came just hours after Cameron Winklevoss wrote an open letter accusing him of defrauding customers. Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with that letter? What did Barry Silbert say in response, and what is his view on what's going on with DCG?
Oh yeah, so good old Dilbert Silbert wrote a letter to shareholders right after Cameron Winklevoss got that Italian beef and Pepsi, and basically snitched on everything that he was doing and that he shouldn't be CEO. He wrote this open letter, and Barry Silbert hit back with finally he actually tweeted. It's been a while. He hasn't tweeted in it seems like 6 weeks or so. He says, "I've been reflecting quite a bit about the past year, the state of the industry, and where things go from here." That's usually how a guilty tweet starts off.
You broke. Hey, he ain't got the money, y'all. That's what that sound like to me. Hey,
I've been
hey,
reflecting.
hey, hey, hey,
I've
hey,
been
hey, 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 hey. So you ain't trying to spend no money? Hey, he ain't
uh,
trying to spend no
he
money,
ain't trying to
y'all.
spend no money, y'all. Hey, get him out of here. And then as soon as you come out, I've been reflecting a bit. This is how it always starts.
Hey, well, it sounds like you ain't writing checks when you get to reflecting. All right,
Yeah,
I don't need
exactly.
no reflect. Don't reflect when you owe me money. Start reflecting after you pay me. Then you get to reflecting about how this worked out.
Oh yeah,
Don't change nothing. Nothing changes right now. Nothing in the contract change. I need you to be who you are. Don't change. Owe me that money. Yeah. All
I
right.
mean,
So we already started.
admitted guilt in the first sentence. So he put there. Here's an update to address
This
those
sounds. This
legacy.
sounds like SBF too. This sounds like
Yeah,
FBF.
that's what I said.
I
It's
thought
very
about what I did
SBFy.
wrong, guys.
I'm sorry, I lost billions of your dollars. But he said the actual it's on DCGupdate.com. And we can read through the letter here. But from the tweets, he actually said, "I'm incredibly proud of the role that DCG and I have played
Mm-mm.
as pioneers and
Mm-mm.
builders over the past decade. We've invested in 200 companies that have developed and shaped the industry. We've helped build the first publicly quoted BTC fund, the largest asset manager in the space, blah, blah, blah." And it was a 10 tweet thread. So he just kept basically going through all of their accomplishments, but he doesn't realize that in the financial game, it's all about what have you done for me lately. Nobody hits up their financial manager and says, "Yeah, I know you made me money 20 years ago, but yeah, could you figure me something out today?" And they're like, "Yeah, you don't remember everything I did before? Yeah, just remember all of that. And while you're in debt right now and can't pay anything off, then just deal with it for now." No, and again, this is a pretty long thread. He talks about the most influential crypto media platform, number one Bitcoin mining pool, leading prime broker, dominant wallet exchange. It would be very unfortunate if you built all these things on the backs of fake money, basically. I keep telling you all this paper Bitcoin is going to get exposed. People are trying to get their own Bitcoin. They're trying to withdraw. We have
Uh
much smarter retail people now. And
oh.
I just think that, oh, yeah, yeah. Please read that tweet.
No, I was on my fault. I was getting excited as I was going through. No, I'm with you. No, I didn't mean to interrupt. You're right. The retail market is a lot smarter. Technology is catching up. And I want to explore this tweet thread real quick because like
Let's
this
go to
is
it.
this when think about this. One person because I'll bring this down to retail market terms. You owe somebody $9,000 or you owe somebody $90,000, $900,000, whichever level is yours, pick it, right? Whichever one's called you the max paying, pick that one. Right now, you owe someone that $990,000 or $900,000. You try to talk to them behind the scenes. They dipping and dodging on you. They got the lawyers hitting you back up and stuff. You're like, bro, I thought everything was cool. They keep telling everybody everything's cool, but they're not hitting you back. Then you go public with it. They're still not saying anything. You go even more public with it. They get an investigation. And then they come back and start talking about all their past accomplishments. Or in this next tweet in this same thread, as you can see here, Barry Silbert says, "This past year has been the most difficult of my life." Here we go. Starting to sound like Sam Bankman-Fried. "Bad actors and blowups have wreaked havoc on our industry with ripple effects extending far and wide." Really is not, as long as you play it honest, it actually won't wreak havoc because this is cryptocurrency. You either have the crypto or not. You have the Bitcoin or not. If you chose to make 90% of your portfolio based on altcoins, then take that ride. Ride that lightning, baby. It
Right?
has nothing to
Yeah.
do. It has nothing to do with bad actors and blowups in the industry. You know what you did being a professional in this industry. You know the bet you
Mhm.
took, and it looks like it was the wrong bet. It happens, but let's not talk about the market and the industry and the bad actors because that's a part of the industry. It's been a part of the industry since it began, just about. But it's been challenging to have my integrity and good intentions questioned. Well, when people say you owe them $900+ million and you don't respond back talking about the money, you talk about your integrity and good intentions, they're going to get questioned. After spending a decade pouring everything into this company and the space with the unrelenting focus of doing things, DCG, that's not the truth. You were in that New York agreement in May of 16 or 2017? Let's not forget New
Yeah.
York, where
Hmm.
you signed the agreement to essentially try to fork Bitcoin into a private network for companies. So let's not say you were doing things the right way the whole time. Let's be honest there. DCG is committed to remaining at the forefront. Uh, this is the funny thing. You better not be going out of business talking about you're committed to remaining at the forefront. That's all I'm going to say. If they go out of business in the next month or two, this should be used in court as fraud. Like these company CEOs have to stop doing this where they're like, yeah, we're still going to be at the forefront, leading the charge, the tip of the spear. And it's like, bro, you knew you had about 16 man hours left before you went dark over there. Come on,
Exactly.
man.
Yeah. We over here
Yeah.
working real hard on the way to the airport, which is shut
Here,
down anyway.
here it is. It still hasn't mentioned his bar tab. I love it. It's like he's about to walk out the restaurant and bar. Security grabbed him. Hey, you owe you owe $90.18 here before you can leave. Look, man, the industry has a lot of hard work to do to reestablish its credibility and reputation, which has been all but destroyed by a wave of unprecedented fraud and criminal behavior in these bars. They're gonna be like, all right, bro, you better get slapped up. You don't have this money. To my peers in the trenches, now is the time to collaborate. Oh, all that teamwork. No,
Oh,
nah.
oh,
Then
now
you
we're gonna
just,
collaborate.
yeah, no. Let's all grow together, treat others with respect. So, I mean, that was all the letter. As you can see, this is one of the first responses with that side face from this reporter. Resignation acceptance tweets, big week, LOL. I mean, let's go to the shareholder letter. Does he mention at all what's going on with the money? Does he talk to capital at all? Because I'm not seeing it yet.
Don't believe so at all, and I don't think he will, simply because that could actually incriminate him. Before, I mean, if something happens with court, if he puts on here, well, we have the money and we're going to send it at a certain point, that could incriminate him in court, where they could say, well, here it says that you were going to pay the 1.3 billion, and here it is, months later, and you haven't done it. The problem, I think, is mainly he waited so long to put this out. It seems so disingenuous. It had to happen after the Winklevoss letter. That's the problem. If he had put this out in December, remember December 7th, remember that date, people. December 7th is when I predicted DCG was going down. Grayscale may go with it. Coindesk may go with it. A lot of people may be messed over because of that. If he said that December 7th, back when SBF was first happening, and he said the same thing he just said, he probably would have got away with it. You know what I mean? Like, if he said, like that statement he said there was unprecedented fraud and scam and this turmoil in the entire industry, pretty sure everybody would been like, all right, well, maybe he may have been caught up in the mix, and they would have just chalked it up to SBF messing up. But he came out way later with this, so I don't think he's gonna put it on there, even if he has.
Yeah, you cut out just now. You okay? You cut out a little bit. I think you're finishing though. But yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I'm also looking at this, this FAQ that they have here with this letter he put out, and he answers, what's the relationship with Terra Luna, Alameda, Sam Bankman-Fried? Has he been on the board? Three Arrows Capital. So he's answering some of these questions. He doesn't answer any question about the capital, about the money that's being owed, about the claims being made by the Winklevoss twin. He's not answering those claims. Here is interesting though, where they have number 13. What was DCG's relationship with Three Arrows Capital? DCG has never had a relationship with Three Arrows Capital. Barry does not recall ever meeting, speaking with, or otherwise privately communicating with the Three Arrows Capital principals, aside from an introductory call with one of the co-founders in 2020. And see, this is the weird thing. Don't say you don't recall ever meeting, speaking with, or otherwise privately communicating with the exception of a phone call with co-founders. Then you did, but
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, do they really think people can't read?
Yeah.
DCG has never coordinated purchases or sales of GBTC or any other investments with Three Arrows, but they also go on to say Genesis had a trading and lending relationship with Three Arrows Capital, and Three Arrows Capital defaulted on his loans from Genesis. Here's my thing, people. I think it was hundreds of millions of dollars in these loans that it was defaulted on. So my thing is, like, you get what we're asking. Whether it's you, Barry Silbert, who had the phone call and relationship, or if it was one of your underbosses, someone at DCG and Genesis had those relationships in order to establish a $300 or $200 million line of credit. Can we
Hey,
act
hey,
like
King.
it's
King,
not ridiculous to ask? Go ahead.
I mean, listen to this. Look at number 11. DCG has never had a relationship with Alameda. Genesis had a trading and lending relationship with
Come on.
Alameda.
This
Who
sounds
owns
like
Genesis?
FTX and Alameda. This is the whole this is literally what
Who owns
FTX and
Genesis, bro?
Alameda try to just do, people. Like, they literally just try to say, FTX literally just try to say, well, we didn't do X, Y, and Z, but Alameda might have had these relationships and did it. And then comes to find out, I was like, well, don't you own Alameda though, or a piece of it? And aren't you like
Yeah,
dating the girl who's the CEO? And it's just like,
yeah.
come
It's like
on,
I didn't
what are
go
you
to
talking
that
about?
school. My son did. Uh, so you had no clue. Like, what are you talking about?
And again, my whole thing is, people, let's 300, like, come on, can you go to the bank and get a $3,000 line of credit without shaking somebody's hand? I mean,
Yeah, nah.
so it's one of those things where it's like $200 to $300 million line of credit, and you mean to tell me no one of the upper echelon know anyone? Come on, man. Look, if we're doing $300 to $200 million worth of business, you better believe you're getting a private phone call, you're getting sent a bottle of champagne. Like, our families are now related, okay? Like, what are you talking about here? Why do we have to play this game? So now that
Facts.
I'm reading more into this, I'm not going to feel bad about what's going to happen next, because he's choosing to go the side as SBF and everyone else who, what are you talking about, guys? I didn't do anything wrong. What do you mean? No, I didn't. Listen, I mean, I own the company, but whoever looks at the books, not me. So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, you want to play that game? Fine. You don't know anything. You have not yet responded to the accusations about the money that's being owed that you're not doing nothing about. Instead, you decided to just answer every other roundabout accusation but the money. This is a bad look for DCG, terrible look for Genesis. And yes, I'm officially saying I think they're in trouble. Was even scarier, and we were talking about this before the show, the new possible contraindicator, as you said, has now said that DCG probably will be okay. Won't be a lot of selling. Now, I want to remind everyone, this is the same guy, and it's no offense to him. It's nothing personal. Never met him. I know Zay knows him, whatever. Just got to speak facts. He got ran off Wall Street, came over to crypto, low barrier entry, had a little startup money, got to rolling, got to screaming about he's the expert in the room, basically. Got a Terra Luna tattoo. We all know how that went, okay? So we're talking about that guy right now, the Terra Luna tattoo guy who's kicked off Wall Street, who now has a crypto fund. He's saying it'll be okay. DCG crisis likely won't include a lot of selling, says Novogratz. Digital currency group's ongoing financial distress isn't likely to cause much further strain on crypto prices, according to Galaxy Digital Holdings CEO Mike Novogratz. What are your thoughts on that, and what else is going on in this article? Why is he thinking that DCG would just make off smoothly?
Mike, what are you talking about, my boy? Like I said, have a relationship with him, cool dude. The problem is, I think he's turning into a contraindicator. He's turning into the Jim Cramer of the crypto world, because every time Jim Cramer says everything's fine, prices will remain stable, I actually think this company might do well next year. Go ahead and get your puts in place. Go ahead and start selling, because it's not actually going to happen. It's going to be the reverse. And the fact that he came out and said that DCG he says DCG and Genesis says, while it's not good news, it won't include a lot of selling. If DCG goes bankrupt, if Grayscale is affected, if Genesis is affected, if Coindesk is affected, I promise you that's going to be the dip that takes us to 10K. When everybody's talking about there's going to be one more massive drop off because we've been going sideways for so long, that's probably going to be it. And unfortunately, by the time you hear the news, it's too late. But you can see it gearing up right now. You saw a small pump right before the inevitable dump, which is about to happen, I believe, very soon. And this, to me, is the exact opposite of what's exactly about to happen. And like King said before the show, he was like, we got to put this in the title because we're going to have to refer back to this. I think we are too. I think we're going to be referring back to this in a month or so. Saying, remember when he tried to tell you nothing was going to happen with the price, and they could sell their sizable positions, and that it wouldn't put any pressure? Yes, it would. It would have a ripple effect throughout the industry, especially with sentiment already being low.
Yeah, I get what he's saying. He's probably thinking of sentiment being low and saying, "Well, how much lower could it go?" In
Oh,
regards,
don't
yeah, and I
test.
and
Don't
I'm
test.
with you. I'm thinking 10 to 12K, 12 to 13K as well, if this were to go down. But yeah, you're right. People have to understand. As far as popular Bitcoin funds and stuff like that out there's only a handful left, really. This is one of them, one of the oldest and longest Bitcoin funds out there of many of other things, but Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, stuff like that. I agree. Like, not only will market sentiment goes down because this is like, well, you guys are supposed to be the real professionals doing it the right way, but also market cap would. Like, yeah, we will take a haircut if DCG goes down on the market cap. Like, that's gonna be a lot of institutional money. Now, I do think it will flow back into the market eventually, but initially, the onset, oh yeah, we're gonna take a quick 3 to 5% haircut like that night. That night DCG goes down to where we're going to take that haircut. I'm with you on that one. I think they own enough Bitcoin. They have enough ancillary companies they're connected to where if something happens to them, the overall market could see that. What's crazy to me though is the likes of the Mike Novogratzes. And again, we've been talking about like all the experts and influencers and all that in the space. It's like you just got a Terra Luna tattoo and you got that all wrong. Like not even 12 months ago, you got a project tattooed on you that was like, not only was it a bad, it was a scam. You got a scam tattooed on you. Like,
obvious. I don't know
this
how
is
many
what we
times,
meant. Go ahead.
I don't know how many times we talked about Luna on this show, but it couldn't have been more than twice. Like we just ignored it because it was an obvious scam. Algorithmic stablecoin with a dude from like Doquan? No.
Well, my thing is too is just like kind of what we talked about yesterday. Like, how many times do you get to be wrong, Mike Novogratz? And how do you keep getting your hands on fucking capital? Like, is he got a rich wife or something? I'm not being funny here, but it's just My man's got ran up off Wall Street because of his bad trading. He gets a scam coin tattooed on him, and literally within 12 months, he's back talking about what the market is going to do. Stop talking, man. Just stop. You're getting big ones wrong. You're not getting little things wrong. You are getting catastrophic portfolio size calls wrong. Like you can't keep doing that with a straight face and coming right back to work the next day and like, all right, yeah, look, I know I got that tattoo of a scam coin on me last quarter, guys, and I was wrong about that one. And I know a few years ago I destroyed your portfolios on Wall Street too. But trust me on this one. DCG, don't worry about it. This is another catastrophic portfolio ending thing. If DCG goes down tomorrow and the price of Bitcoin declines another 30% and people are not ready to brace for that or can't hold out that long, you have essentially destroyed someone's portfolio. You essentially told them, no, don't worry, Bitcoin's going to be good. The price is good, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, we might actually have another storm and like pending upon us right now. But instead of actually bracing the market, getting people prepared, maybe saying, hey, you might want to move some things into a stable coin or maybe stake it here or do something different. He's just saying there's nothing to worry about. And again, I want to remind you, this is the same guy who got ran up off Wall Street and then got a Terra Luna tattoo in 2022. And here we are 2 weeks into 2020. And this is what we try to tell you people. The rebrand is real in this market. Every 2 to 3 years, companies, people, anybody who's messed up, scammers, they come back into this crypto market and they rebrand. He didn't even want to wait a full 2 years. He said, F it, I'm flying off the shelf in 8 months. It's not ready or not. These toys are being sold in 8 months. Parts accessible or not, all right? But this is, I don't know. Like, why is MSNBC even or CNBC even interviewing him right now? This is crazy to me.
Hey man, I worked in media with CoinDesk, and I saw the influence they have with certain CEOs of certain companies. All they have to it's a text message. It's not even an email. They'll text them and say, "Hey, you want a story?" or "Hey, you want to speak about this?" They send them their statements real quick, and they're in the news. And the thing is, to keep people reading, they put the same names. That's why Tom Lee from Fundstrat is always on there. That's why Novogratz is always on there. That's why you see the same people that throw out these large whatever either bad or good these predictions. They're always on these websites because they know it gets more clicks. So it is
Yeah,
what it
this
is.
is Reggie Mills was going. Reggie's in the chat. He's saying Barry Silver, DCG, and CoinDesk has blocked him for years. Hasn't wanted to do business, invest, or do anything with him. Wonder why. So
Oh
he's
yeah,
saying he
he was
definitely, yeah, he definitely has a. They definitely have a agenda. He said, "Go ahead, my fault."
yeah, definitely. He's the only guest that I couldn't bring on Community Crypto.
Mm.
Literally the only one. I could bring everybody. I was bringing random people from New Hampshire, and they was like, "Yeah, yeah, sure." Then I'm bringing on Reggie, who's smart, articulate, has a point. I think it's going to affect Barry's bottom line, but he may do it to himself. So he may have to
Uh,
get on there.
Satoshi Slim said, okay, but what did Nobu's tattoo say about it? I'm assuming the Terra Luna tattoo. Well, the tattoo's a cosign. What do you mean what it say? It's a cosign. If I get a Dogecoin tattooed right now on my forehead, what do you mean what does it say? It says it's a cosign. I don't know. I don't understand that question, Satoshi. Ask me a different way. I don't understand it. I think that's what you're saying. To me, it's a cosign. If you get listen, if you're getting any stock like if you get a Tesla stock ticker, a Coinbase stock, you're not getting it because you don't like it. You're getting it because it's a cosign most of the time. So to me, I took it as a cosign. And
Yeah,
let's not play games. He even came back out and kind of apologized and said that was stupid. So no, it was
yeah.
definitely a cosign. We're not gonna play that game like maybe it was. Maybe he was trying to warn you. Nah, no. He was
Nah,
cosigning
nah.
that thing.
Hold up. Let's pull it up so people can see.
There it is. Let's
If
see
you
what it
don't
was. Let's
remember,
take a peek.
if you
Let's
don't
take a peek.
remember,
There it is. That's a cosign.
that's a hell of a cosign right there. I mean, that's literally as cosignish as you can get. People get their kids and family members tatted on them. So yeah, definitely a cosign.
Oh man, y'all still on this? Laura Smith said Luna was not a scam. Calm down, King. Oh man, we still on this. All right, it wasn't a scam. It's just the entire planet took their money away from it because it was such a great project. I guess I don't know. Like, come on, stop it. It was an algorithmic stablecoin tethered to Bitcoin is a scam. You cannot do it yet. So that is a scam in of itself. You can't do it. You can't do it. Algorithmic stable coins tethered to Bitcoin can't happen right now. It's too early. Scam, 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 scam. The market agreed with me. It's not even up for discussion anymore. That's a scam. So yes, that's a scam. Like I don't know, and the fact that this is why Luna bounced right now. That is why Luna bounced, because people, it wasn't a scam, bro. Just didn't work out. All right,
That's why we
go
got
back,
Luna,
go right back
Luna
into it.
Classic. Luna 2.0.
Go back in. That's what I'm saying. So I got Luna 2.0 right now. Let's see. All right, what else we got going on? You all know it's all love. We just talking smack. Ex Coinbase manager's brother sentenced to 10 months in insider trading case. This actually just broke yesterday, as far as some of these things are going to happen in insider trading, with, of course, Binance leading the way, saying, hey, 90 days before you can make trades here. We're not playing that game. It's interesting that they came out with that story and said that, and then this story pops up where someone's brother is sentenced to 10 months of insider trading. I would have to say Binance might have somebody in the inside. Why would they release something? Why would they release some self-regulation like, hey, we don't do no insider trading, 90-day locks or blah, 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 family and friends, and then 24 hours later, this story comes out. Like, that's just too coincidental. In crypto, I'm going to assume they probably heard something. They got the microscope put on them. And they're like, hey, no, we do this 90-day thing over here. And I don't know what Coinbase and them boys doing, but we don't do that. But it is believed to be the first insider trading case involving cryptocurrency. Bitcoin's Day, what is going on with the first ever insider trading case in cryptocurrency, as they say?
Yeah, well, that's a damn lie. I can tell you that. This is definitely not the first insider trading case involving crypto. This is the 1 millionth, probably. Almost all of crypto early on was insider trading. The person, oh yeah, we're gonna on the website. Yeah, the drop happens on Thursday, and on Tuesday, all their friends already have wallets and already set up on exchanges, and nobody can buy it. Matter of fact, the best example of this insider trading was on Coinbase. Remember when Bcash dropped? And then Roger
Yep.
Ver all but basically said, well, yeah, we did insider trading, but it's not illegal in crypto. Like, he basically just said that on TV, and nothing has happened since. So this is definitely not the first insider trading case at all. But Nikhil Wahi, brother of former Coinbase product manager, has been sentenced to 10 months in prison for wire fraud and what is believed to be the first insider trading case. Hell no. As reported by Reuters, Nikhil Wahil pleaded guilty in September to initiating trades based on confidential information obtained from his brother, Ishan Wahi, who was a former Coinbase product manager. And this is the exact wrong way to do a rat hole. You don't take information that you can't have a staff meeting and then text your brother, yeah, buy this coin, and it's too close for comfort, and he gets it right every time. Of course, they're gonna find something wrong with there. You got to go through a cousin of a friend of a crackhead of another distant cousin. Like, you got to go through a few more people. So he basically just took that information, used it to earn about $900,000 in profits, and it got him 10 to 16 months. Which, with all things told, who knows? I mean, I guess they confiscated the money. Who knows if he washed it and used it all? But let's just say he lost half of it. Would you do a year in prison for $500,000? I mean,
Sometimes it's not
that's the
terrible.
risk.
It's a
I mean,
business. It's definitely a business decision.
it sounds like a business decision. On top of that, he might get time served, or he might get some time cut. Maybe he does 6 months and basically gets out. He'll be out by summer with parole, with probably $500,000 sitting floating around that they haven't touched. So again, this isn't a huge deal to me. This is just regular wire fraud, insider trading.
And it's funny, I've been looking for these stories for the longest too, but here are a couple of stories from 5 years ago. Coinbase Bcash scandal. There says insider trading and non-crime. Here's another one on Cointelegraph, December 21st, 2017. Alleged insider trading of Bitcoin Cash on Coinbase is non-crime, says Ver. Roger Ver tells CNBC, that alleged insider trading of Bcash on Coinbase is a non-crime and could have actually decreased price volatility. Well, we actually did this live. I believe we were on Instagram when we did this live. So everyone had a chance to see us do this. Just at the time, we were doing a lot of ICOs. But we remember this. We remember literally live, we were able to get off RB cash trades. But yeah, we could not log on to Coinbase immediately. It took like half a day. And then once you were on, it was just like things were getting grayed out. It was just like issues on the site. But the entire time, Bitcoin Cash is going from like what $800 to $1,000 something down to $400, $300 while it was being traded. But you couldn't
Yeah.
log on to trade yourself. So essentially, the whole Robinhood fiasco, where you had Robinhood stop the trading at GameStop, that's what we saw with Coinbase and Bcash. Literally, Coinbase didn't say anything about it. And Roger Ver, of course, who was a strong proponent of Bcash, if not the actual creator, Helm Juhan Wu and Craig Wright, he came out and this was his response. It literally was like the whole industry was like the whole conspiracy theory. You know, was it insider trading? Was it actually a maintenance thing? Did the website go down? Most of us who are smart were like, this is definitely insider trading, but you know, can't really prove it. And then Roger Ver comes out like, hey, whether it's insider trading or not, shit don't matter. It's non-crime. He was like, well, I guess it's insider trading. Like, I guess we figured out which one it was. But yeah, he said that with confidence on CNBC back in 2017. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things where now in 2022, for us to have the first case, recorded case, I'm assuming they're saying on record now. This is crazy, and I think it's only going to get even. I mean, we know it's going to get deeper. This gets deep when it comes to inside trading in crypto. Because yeah, you know, the government knows. They're just trying to figure out how to stop it. All right. Go ahead.
I'm still trying to figure out how they said this is the first insider trading. Somebody just put in there. They got insider trading in late 2021 for a popular NFT drop. Remember the guy from OpenSea? He got the same thing. This is definitely not first insider trading. I mean, not even close.
Yeah, this is crazy. All right, looking at a few comments for this last story. Satoshi Slim said it was a bad joke. I just decided his tattoo has his own personality. No, we know we're messing with you. What's going on? Les Square, Antonio in the house, Reno Gamble. Let's see. STL Solo 314 said big cosign. Imagine Elon Musk revealing a Doge tat. That would be hilarious, though. Let's see what else we have. They said, please, that's a peel and stick tat.
Yeah, right.
If people go to jail behind a project, isn't that a legal scam at that point? LMAO. Oh, talking about Terra Luna. Oh, that is true. I forgot my boy is on the run, even though he said he's not on the run. Hey, I love it. Duquan's like, I'm not on the run. I'm just relaxing in a country that doesn't extradite there.
I just happen to like it in South
I'm
America.
just not going home. Thank you for the tip. Gracie Peoria said the current impact is retail investors. At some point when the bankruptcy case and FTX ends, and if DCG files as well, they have to sell when the process ends. Will this delay the bull run? What are your thoughts on that? Oh, that's a good point. So they're saying once all the this regulatory process is done, the debt relief, who owes who, once all the dust settles, they're saying when it comes to the retail market in general as well, will this actually delay the bull run? What are your thoughts on that?
No, nothing will delay the bull run because it's not a guaranteed time for a bull run to start. But however, it will push it. I mean, I think we're on a perfect timeline. It'll push people to the point where they don't have much confidence in the market, all the normies and pre-coiners. It'll have people who are in the industry, they'll be down on their portfolio or they may have less. And we have to look at the broader economic model as well. If stocks and commodities and a lot of the stuff in the recession starts falling as well, prices are already way too high. When all of that comes at the same time, it's not going to delay anything. The bull market is not going to start for a while because nobody has any money. I mean, if you as an individual are broke, yeah, people are broke, but we're talking about corporations being broke. And remember, I said crypto is a microcosm of the bigger market. This is the appetizer, people. We haven't seen, like we've already started to see BlackRock limit withdrawals. We've seen large corporations start to limit how much money you can take out or move. This is just the appetizer, people. So the bull market is not going to stop till all of that's resolved. Because if nobody has any money, nobody's buying anything.
There we go. I am laughing at the comments. Everybody's in the comments. Talk smack. I think is it a light? I think it's a light. Maybe it's a light the way I'm looking. They say I gotta buy me a pot of coffee. I'm up this morning. I was telling Zay before the show started. I was like, man, something in my eyes. So my eyes was like just tearing me up this morning. So I don't know what's going on. Who knows? Maybe I do need some coffee. All right. Last but not least, we have a proposed bill in Argentina that encourages citizens to reveal their crypto holdings. Talking about the antithesis of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. What is going on here, Bitcoin Zay?
Oh yeah, Argentina, aka the Nazi utopia, could soon be
Go!
merging.
You did not have to say the Nazi utopia. Funny.
They got
Go
a
the soccer. Then
they
they
got a
win
yeah
football champions.
yeah. They won the World Cup. They got a lot of blue hair, blue eyed people hanging out in the Argentinian mountains. That's
You
all I'm gonna
funny,
say. If you
bro.
don't know about that, just research Operation Paperclip. But
Oh man,
Argentinians
you are hilarious.
could soon be motivated with tax incentives to declare their crypto holdings as the government aims to tackle money laundering with a proposed new law. They always come under the cloak of security. We're trying to help you guys. We're trying to help you out. We're gonna tackle money laundering, which we all quote unquote care about. But Argentina's Ministry of Economy, the country's economic policy manager, has drafted a bill to encourage Argentinians to declare their crypto holdings using the inducement of discounted tax rates. And God damn it, King, we got to find that show. It was probably 3 or 4 years ago. We literally said when they want your crypto, they're going to do it under the guise of we'll reduce your taxes. We'll reduce your the taxes you have to pay. We literally said this on this show years ago because that's all governments can do. They can incentivize. Look at what they did to get people to get the jab. Oh yeah, you can get free Krispy Kreme, you can get free AirPods, you can get
Ah,
free lap
yeah,
dance,
okay,
free
okay.
weed. All the government
Free
can do
lap
is
dance.
yeah, exactly. That was a real thing. They can incentivize the behavior that they want. And if you tell somebody, hey, your taxes will be much lower if you just give your crypto to us, that is exactly what they're doing. So Argentina, the bill proposes tax incentives to encourage citizens to declare their holdings. Oh man. So if you fall for the banana in the tailpipe, you're basically like most humans. They don't read, they don't listen, they don't care. They're just gonna get caught up in the trap. But if you can clearly see what they're doing, they're just doing this so they can put a PIN and an IP number and a name on all of the crypto that's floating around in their country. This will be standard practice across the world. So this is just a look into the future.
Yeah, the jab was a great metaphor example because I remember when they're giving away the free weed and beer. I'm like, wait, you're giving away a free weed and beer for what? Like, stop it. It says here those who voluntarily declare their holdings within 90 days of the law coming into force will pay just a 2.5% tax on the capital gains of their crypto holdings. This tax rate would increase incrementally every 90 days until it reaches 15%, the country's standard capital gains tax rate. So, two things. First and foremost, if you're giving a citizen literally a 12.5% haircut, a discount on their taxes, like what government does that, people? Like, when has your government ever said, you know what, pay us 12% less this year? It's
Yeah.
not happening. So that's the banana in the tailpipe. You have to be looking for the trick, the trick bag when that happens. You're in the trick bag already. When you owe somebody 15,000 and they say give me 2,500, you need to be looking for the trick bag. All right, it's over. All right, it's something's going on already because that's basically what it breaks down to. So that's the first thing I want to address. And the second thing is this is also a honeypot. This is the issue with the regulators going along with regulation, not self-regulating people. The government does not work in these 1 to 3 to 5 to 10 to even 20-year spans like we do, right? When we plan, we're taught to plan long-term, 20 years. When the government plans, they are planning for the next 50 to 100 years at a
Yeah.
minimum. So right now they're saying, hey, as long as we get anybody, we got somebody, right? But even more stringent on them, they're not even playing the 20 to 50 to 100-year game. No, I'm telling you, by the end of 1 or 2 years, they're saying right now, you're going to get this 2.5% tax instead of the 15%. I can pretty much guarantee you that's going to be just for the first year or two. After the first year or two, and they're rolling and they're collecting it and they understand how to collect it and how to blah, 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 and how to track people and all this other stuff. No. Everybody's at 15. But you start me off at 2.5. Yeah. That was 2 years ago. Everybody's at 15. Like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? They just want to get you on the program right now. So, again, I get it. And I can already see people, those citizens of that country who's like, bro, just declare it. It's only 2.5% if you do it now. Why are you trying to
Yeah.
break the law? Why are you a criminal? Why aren't you want to tell them about your crypto holdings? And I'm telling you, in about 2 or 3 years, when forget 15 is at 30%, and there's literally nothing you can do now. There's all digital. I don't want to hear those citizens saying, "Oh my God, our government is this and that and others." Like, no, this is how they're trying to get you on the program right now. And like you said, they're doing it under the guise of protecting you. This is to tackle money laundering again. This is to tackle
Yeah.
money laundering.
You
Not
know.
that you can't launder money with cash. Cash won't do it. It's the number one money launderer on the planet is cash. But this is going to be the thing that protects you from it. My fault. What's
Yeah.
up?
I mean, it's hilarious. To tackle money
That's,
laundering, we need to
that's why
know
he's
about
laughing.
your person. Yeah, exactly. That's why this big ass teeth falling out his face, because they can't stop laughing at people who, for one, how does knowing how much crypto I have solve money laundering in general? That has nothing to do with nothing. That's the police job. The second thing is, how about I just keep it in Bitcoin and don't pay you any taxes? How about I keep my tax rate at zero? How about that? Because the only people who fall for this are, like I said, the normies who think the government has their best interests at heart. They're going to say, "Well, the government told us that if we, did this, they'll tax it." These are the only people that's going to fall for it. Unfortunately, that's most people. So it'll be a slow drip. It'll be the frog in the pot all over again. Hopefully, the people who can see it stay away from it, man.
All right. All I know is I have to brush up on my history of Argentina because what is up with all y'all talking about them Nazis and stuff?
Oh, you
Listen,
didn't
I
know?
don't know.
Hey,
I
let me
met some good Argentina people who treated me very well, so
nah.
I
Let,
can't say anything.
look,
But I had to do some research.
yeah. Let me just explain it to you real quick in 30 seconds.
All right, trigger them before we leave.
And when World War II ended, the Nazis didn't go anywhere. They moved. They moved. Some of them. We brought some of their scientists to America. They helped us build NASA. This is all documented. It's called Operation Paperclip. But some of them went to the hills of
Okay.
Argentina. If you look up Argentina, a lot of them that are in the hills, they have fathers and grandfathers who were Nazis. Blonde hair, blue eyed white people from Germany came to Argentina, look completely different from a lot of the people in the natives. They stayed in the mountains for a long time. They procreated with other Argentinians. And if you actually look them up, I promise you will find exactly what I found too. They have Nazi memorabilia. They talk about the good old days of Germany. They actually still speak German, some of them. And the money that they're using to fund Argentina has actually helped their country. That's why they protect them and keep them there. And it also has affected some of the social dynamics as well, because Argentinians now, from people that I hear that live in South America, Argentina is one of the most racist places as far as skin color. They don't like the darker you are, the more you're going to get. And that kind of may have come from the dudes in the hills. This is actually all true. So if nobody knows your history, the Nazis didn't leave. The Geneva Conference didn't do anything. They just got moved. All the smart ones moved. All the top officials moved. That was Bush. Matter of fact, Hitler. This is conspiracy. I don't know if this is true because he was told that he killed himself. That's what the official story is. But some people said he
Oh,
actually.
the comments are having me rolling. Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
for real.
Keep
They
going.
actually said that Hitler died in the 70s of natural causes in Argentina. So I can't prove that bottom part, that last part, but everything before that, yeah, it's all documented. Operation Paperclip. It's on the internet. Look it up. It's pretty funny. They all moved to Argentina.
All right. Well, that's what it is. They said the one clip in X-Men First Class talks about it. Hilarious. Really quick too, I'm laughing. So no, Reno Gamble, you guessed it wrong. Reno Gamble said he's met some cool cops, but it doesn't change what the profession does on a grand scale. Because I said some of my Argentina friends, but Satoshi Slim, guess which Argentina friend I was talking about. So listen, I don't know what y'all talking about over there, but I know one thing. Argentina love them some old American boys. Let's see. The Boys from Brazil is a good movie. People are saying, so you got to check out those Boys from Brazil. But yeah, I didn't know that. So that was a good history lesson. Other than that, folks, that is the show for today. Bitcoins Day. You got any last minute comments?
Nothing for me. Keep on your 10-4 toboggans. Holla at y'all.
There it is. Make sure you smash that like and share. Check the email for tonight. We will be having our class as well Wednesdays trading. And we will see you then 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m.